Welcome to Unforgiven. And the first match is the Acolyte versus the Dudley Boys.
So bad China failed. Guess who spotted you both up at the show? DJ Black Cat. Now it's time for the Dudley Boys to win.
The next match is for the European Championship match. D'Lo Brown defends the European title against Mark Henry. So MC Seller, why D'Lo Brown to retain?
Because Mark Henry betrays him.
Mark Henry, why did you betray your own partner? That does it. Time for D'Lo Brown to retain. The next match is for the WWF Tag Team Championships match. The Hardy Boys defends the WWF Tag titles against the Harley Cousins. So Kenny Allen, why the Hardy Boys to retain?
Because reason one, because reason one. Where is the Sea of Tranquility, where Eagle landed in 1969?
Hardcore and Crash Holly, you're done. Time for the Hardy Boys to retain. The next match is for the Intercontinental Championship match. Jeff Jarrett defends the Intercontinental title against China. Attention everyone. Jeff Jarrett has been disqualified. This challenge has been terminated due to a legal championship match. Meet them at the backstage area. The next match is Ken Shamrock versus Chris Jericho.
So Ken Shamrock, guess who spotted you off at the show? It's Curtis News. Now it's time for Chris Jericho to win.
The next match is for the Hardcore Championship match. The Big Boss Man defends the Hardcore title against Al Snow. So Jonathan Green, why Al Snow to win the title?
Because he wants his revenge after Boss Man wins the title of SummerSlam.
The Big Boss Man, I'm so done with this. And now Al Snow regains his Hardcore title thanks to you. And the main event is on right now. And it's for the WWF Championship match. Triple H defends the WWF title against Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rack, Mankind, Kane, and The Big Show.
Look, Terry Cole has voted you off. And now Triple H retains thanks to Don't Give Us Chris.
Welcome to No Mercy. And the first match is for the WWF Tag Team Championships. Ladder match. The Hardy Boys defends the tag titles against Edge and Christian.
So Edge and Christian, guess who spotted you both off at the show? It's Maria Stuff. Now it's time for the Hardy Boys to retain.
The next match is for the European Championship match. D'Lo Brown defends the European title against the British Bulldog.
So D'Lo Brown, guess who spotted you off at the show? It's the Mean Street Posse. Now it's time for the British Bulldog to win the title.
The next match is a number one contenders match for the WWF Tag Team Championships. Kane and X-Pac versus the New Age Outlaws. So Graham Mitchell, why X-Pac and Kane to win?
Because Billy and Dog calls Baby Ricardo and Antonio stupid at Mayday Hospital.
What? Billy Danny Road dead. Why did you call Antonio and Ricardo stupid? Now X-Pac and Kane wins and you'll be kicked out of Mayday Hospital. The next match is The Rock versus Valdez. So Enrique Iglesias, why The Rock to win?
Because Valdez doesn't like the Sway song.
Valdez, I'm done. Time for The Rock to win. The next match is for the Intercontinental Championship, no holds barred match. Jeff Jarrett defends the Intercontinental title against China.
You know what, Jeff, screw it. I'm done fucking with you, and I am now joined sides with China. And now China is now the IC champion because of what you did.
The next match is Mankind versus Chris Jericho.
So Mankind, guess who spotted you off at the show? It's a man with red eyes with the fire. Now it's time for Chris Jericho to win.
The next match is for the Women's Championship match. Ivory defends the women's title against the Fabulous Marla.
So the Fabulous Marla, guess who spotted you off at the show? It's Nana Heavy. Now it's time for Ivory to retain.
And the main event is on right now. And it's for the WWF Championship Street 5 match. Triple H defends the WWF title against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So, Stone Cold Steve Austin, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's MC3. Now it's time for Triple H to retain.
Welcome to Survivor Series. Oh no. Stone Cold Steve Austin is hit by car, and he cannot compete for the WWF Championship. Anyways, the first match is the British Bulldog, Mark Henry, D'Lo Brown, and Steve Blackman versus the Big Boss Man, Gangrel, Midian, and Viscera. So Ben Bartle, why the British Bulldog, Mark Henry, D'Lo Brown, and Steve Blackman to win?
You're asking somebody who has never listened to pop music in his, well, not in 20 years, but...
The Big Boss Man, Gangrel, Midian, and Viscera, I'm done. Time for Vagness, Steve Blackman, Mark Henry, and D'Lo Brown to win. The next match is Sean Stosiak versus Kurt Angle.
So Sean Stosiak, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's David Shield. Now it's time for Kurt Angle to win.
The next match is Edge, Christian, and the Hardy Boys versus the Acolytes and the Dudley Boys.
So Edge, Christian, and the Hardy Boys. Guess who's voted you off of the show? It's Arthur Dodger. Now it's time for the Acolytes and the Dudley Boys to win.
The next match is for the Women's Championship match. Ivory defends the women's title against Tori.
So Tori, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's Samoa Joe. Now it's time for Ivory to retain.
The next match is for the Intercontinental Championship match. China defends the Intercontinental title against Chris Jericho. So pardon me, why China to retain?
I think I know the answer, but I'm not 100%.
Chris Jericho, you have been voted because you kidnapped Miss Kitty, and now China retains thanks to you. The next match is for the WWF Tag Team Championships match. Mankind and Al Snow defends the WWF Tag titles against Kane and X-Pac and the New Age Outlaws. Wow, I'll give Kane and X-Pac to win the titles. And the main event is on right now, and it's for the WWF Championship Steel Cage match. Triple H defends the WWF title against The Rock.
So The Rock, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's Dave Ferguson. Now it's time for Triple H to retain.
Welcome to Armageddon, and the first match is for the WWF Tag Team Championships match. Kane and X-Pac defends the WWF Tag titles against the Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, and the Acolytes. I think I'll give the victory to Kane and X-Pac. They retain the titles anyways. The next match is Steve Blackman versus Kurt Angle.
So Steve Blackman, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's Mark Anthony. Now it's time for Kurt Angle to win.
The next match is for the European Championship match. The British Bulldog defends the European title against Test.
So Test, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's Keith Runway. Now it's time for the British Bulldog to retain.
The next match is for the Hardcore Championship match. Al Snow defends the Hardcore title against Hardcore Holly and Crash Holly.
Look, Rick Ross has voted you off. And now Crash is now the Hardcore Champion.
Next match is The Rock and Mankind versus the New Age Outlaws. So Jerry Lennon, why The Rock and Mankind to win?
Because they need it together.
Billy Gunn and Road Dogg, you have been voted because you screwed The Rock at Survivor Series. Time for The Rock and Mankind to win. The next match is The Big Show versus the Big Boss Man. So Gary Wilkins, why The Big Show to win?
Because he called Brooke Niles stupid.
You what? The Big Boss Man, you were never allowed to call the baby stupid. That's it. Time for The Big Show to win. The next match is for the Intercontinental Championship match. China defends the Intercontinental title against Chris Jericho.
So China, guess who's voted you off of the show? It's Janine from EastEnders. Now it's time for Chris Jericho to win the title.
And the main event is on right now. And it's for the WWF Championship, no holds barred match. Triple H defends the WWF title against Shane McMahon.
So, Shane McMahon, guess who's extremely wanted you off of the show? It's your daughter Stephanie McMahon who has betrayed you. Thanks a lot of this, and now Triple H retains because she has joined forces with him.
The McMahon-Helmsley era has begun. I hope you're enjoying reading these so far. Part 23 will be posted on Thursday and will cover Royal Rumble 2000 into Backlash 2000, where we'll see a bloody and violent war between Triple H and Cactus Jack, the debut of the Road to Quotes, and a battle conclusion to the main event at WrestleMania 16. Until then, stay tuned.